Hi, today is the date of March 3rd. I don't have a chain, so I'm gonna zip this up because I don't like how it looks like without a chain or a necklace. I need to find my chain. I'm not gonna waste time finding it. It'll show up probably. But it's March 4th, 2023, and the time is 6:11. No, 6:10, but I messed up the recording. Anyway, due to a change of circumstance, people have been introduced into my life, and that has led me to like make more Zoom calls, more FaceTimes, I guess you could say. So I have become a little more experienced, and I am proud of myself for actually like recording myself, making videos before I actually started doing those Zoom calls, because it felt like I was already prepped, like I was already good to go, like I already know how to talk to like on camera, and I already know how to set up a background. Like in my opinion, I have the best backgrounds I have seen yet. But it's just me complimenting myself. My Zoom calls usually last so like 1 hour and 30 minutes, or sometimes 40 minutes, because we need to pay for more, but sometimes they do pay and it lasts for like 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I'll try to keep this. So I called myself, I'm gonna have a Zoom call with myself. Now what? Now what are my rules? So if I were to like have someone Zoom call me, what would they expect? So now what I expect from others is bam, 40 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, we're gonna study, do this and that. But if someone were to FaceTime Zoom call me, now what are my rules? So I guess my rules will be try to make a 30-minute video. I can't see. 30-minute Zoom call, FaceTime, and just catch up with each other. Oh, and another thing. Bam. Now, okay, let's get started. What did I learn today? I learned today that you have to do something that's hard, something that sucks every day. So I gotta do something that's hard every day. Something that's hard and something that sucks every day. And it sucks every day because that's the only way I am actually going to train my mind to understand, or callous my mind to understand, that being successful, making more money, being disciplined sucks. It's not easy, it's hard. That way I start to like build that callus, that mental callus to actually like, train my mind into expecting the hard, into like being used to being callous enough to like go through the hard and understand that it sucks, and being able to like push through it, because without the callus, lifting the weights hurts a lot more. But now that I'm more seasoned, and doing something that sucks, something that's hard, taking a cold shower, anything of that nature, bam, I start to like, when I actually do go around to doing it, it won't be as difficult if I hadn't calloused my mind into understanding that this shit sucks. This is hard. This is not easy. So I gotta do something that sucks and that's hard every day. every day, at least once. Each one's too callous. My mind into anticipating / understanding. That success and discipline are not easy. And you know what the first step I did was I came here to my office. So this is my office right here. At my official, in my room office for me. Not my official office, but as for me in my room, this is my office. My space to concentrate and to do my work. So first step I did was sit in my office, because you know what I wanted to do instead? I just wanted to lay down in my bed right over there. I just wanted to lay down and like do everything there in the comfort of my bed, and literally like crawling over here. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to sit here. I just want to be laying in my bed and do everything there in the comfort of my own bed. And sitting here was the first step into doing something that sucks, something that's hard. And I didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway, because that's how I get the ball rolling. And now, bam, for one thing leads to another. Bam, I sat here in my office. Now that leads to another hard thing. What is it? Journaling. I just wanted to use my phone. I didn't want to journal. I don't want no journal. This is not stimulating. This doesn't entertain me. This doesn't. But I did it anyway, and it's hard. And now the ball keeps on rolling. Now what I'm gonna do? Take a cold shower. And that's what I'm gonna do next. Make a Zoom call. Bam. Another thing. Make a Zoom call video. That's how I even got this idea. If I hadn't taken that first step to like sit in my office, like sucks, hard, I don't like it, I would have never gotten the idea that maybe instead of like making a diary type of video, maybe I should just do a Zoom call type of video, of like a vlog type of video of like, all right, so what did I learn today? Oh, those are my rules. What did I learn today? That's gonna be Zoom call rules. What did I learn today? So wait, before I get there. So one thing I did was sit in my office, hard. Bam. Second thing was, again, my mind up journal. Began my mind up journal, which is this one. I just start writing whatever it is, whatever the case may be. It's so messy, bam, but at least I get it out of my head and like on paper. And then that leads me to more organized and other journals. But basically, sit in my office, which was hard. Began my mind up journal. Sucks because it's not stimulating. 3, began vlogging. Vlogging or self Zoom call. Zoom call idea to produce on YouTube, right? And let's put an X over here. Important if, and let's highlight if I never took the first step, of doing something hard, or that sucks, that's something hard every day, I would have never gotten the idea to do a self Zoom call video, which I'm doing right now. And I get to knock 2 stones with 1 bird. I don't like saying I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I get to knock 2 stones with 1 bird. With 1 bird. Because I like to think the bird actually attacks the stone. Like, not attacks, but it's flying and like steps on the stone and pushes it and knocks 2 of them over, like, and then flies away. Gains momentum to like propel itself the other way. Make sense? To do a self Zoom call, which I'm doing, and I get to knock 2 stones. Knock 2 stones with 1 bird. 2 stones with 1 bird. With 1 bird. 1 bird. And should I add it? Yeah, diary videos weren't cool enough, and were a great hassle. That's why it was so hard for me to produce those. They were a great hassle. Bam. So now I have come up with the Zoom rules. Now every time I do a self Zoom call, and for you guys it's a video, what are going to be the rules? Bam. What did I learn today? Zoom rules. Because, you know, if I'm not learning something, learning is a great joy. So if I'm not learning something, what did I do all day? Was I on autopilot? Was I on my phone all day? Was I mindlessly going on social events that I shouldn't even be at in the first place? Which I do a lot. But I'm becoming aware of that. But anyway, if every time I do a video, what did I learn today? I will succeed in whatever it is I choose to do. So rule number 1 is, what did I learn today? Bam. So now that's 1, and alright, what did I learn today? Or what did I learn this week? If I don't make a video, but I'm gonna be more consistent. I've been having to do more Zoom calls, as it forces me to be more and more consistent. Like, I can't just be like, I don't feel like doing it today, or I forgot, or it's gonna take too much time. Now this is part of my thing now. I have to get even better at communicating here on Zoom, because it's my job now, and I have to be the best around, and nothing's ever gonna keep me down. Okay, so another thing I learned was, don't chase your dreams. What I learned too, don't chase your dreams, or don't chase your dreams, but expand on your gifts instead. And why is this the case? Because don't chase your dreams, expand on your gifts instead, because your gifts cannot be trained, cannot be taught, cannot be shown onto you. It's already something you already possess. It's something I already possess, and it's unique onto me. And that is exactly what's going to separate me from everybody else. Everybody else could do a morning routine. Everybody else could do habit stacking, good habits, or anybody else could do, you know, the bed, like typical discipline, evening routine, gym workouts, but nobody could do whatever with the gifts I possess. So instead of like trying to do what everybody else is doing, and just gotta build up instead of trying to build something new. I just gotta keep on building something that's already built for me. So gifts. Okay, so bam. Let's write them. They're unique to me. Let me write it down before I forget. This is for my future self. Every time I write it down, I come back and read it. My future self comes back and read it. And like, oh wow. Like I wrote something, I don't know, a year ago on one of my diaries. And it said, that first thought you have is like your intuition, your higher self. Like bam. Like let's go boxing. Let's go box on the punching bag outside. That was my first thought, but then I was like, oh man, but it's a little too cold. Oh man, I don't want to sweat, or I don't want to get up. Man, I don't know, I don't really feel like it. And bam, then my intuitive thought got drowned out. And bam, it got ignored and I never went there. So whenever I feel like, oh, go talk to her. Oh shit, I gotta go talk to her. Go jump in the shower right now. I go, even if it's freezing cold. I gotta, for you guys, the first thought before everything, your conscious, logical thoughts come take over and drown out your intuitive thought. I wrote that 1 year ago, and I just flipped on the page from the diary, bam, something, I guess it was calling me, and I read it again. I had forgotten that knowledge. If I had just like, talked about it, oh yeah, and I would have forgotten all about it. But now since I wrote it down, my future self, which was my recent, like 2 days ago self, but my future self 1 year ago, which was 2 days ago, that's my gift. That's one of my gifts. It makes sense in my mind, but my gift is I could elaborate that stuff profoundly. But I guess I need to go and make an in-depth video. That's a good idea. I gotta make an in-depth video of like me going deep and profound on that type of stuff. Because if I go do it right now, I'm gonna get. It's gonna take a decade to finish this thing. So this is what I learned today. But basically, I wrote it down. It called me. I opened it. It landed on that page, and bam! I relearned something I had learned 1 year ago. Self-learned. I had forgotten about, and I relearned it again because I wrote it down for my future self to read, and that's what I'm doing right here. If I just say, oh yeah, you're there, my gifts are unique to me. They're already built for me. Nobody else can learn them. You can't train from them. Like, and then bam, that's it. And then 1 year later, I forget all about it. That's why I'm writing it down for my future self to come back and read this whenever it's calling onto him. So basically, don't chase your dreams. Build on your gifts instead. Expand on your gifts. They're unique to you. Unique to you. Can't expand. Can't be trained. Can't be trained, and that's what sets you apart. It's what sets you apart, and it's already built for you. It's what sets you apart. That's and it's already built for you. For you, bam. So what are my gifts? Bam, I could elaborate stuff. I can articulate. My English teacher, when I wrote an essay, told me, Freddie, keep writing. Because I was so good at articulating and elaborating what I was talking about. I made it make sense. I made it make sense. Like, when they say make it make sense, I did that. I made it make sense. I will grab these contrast, like very grand concepts, and like break it down into layman's terms. I was able to do that, and that's one of my gifts. So I guess gift number 1, I can elaborate. I can elaborate, articulate. With layman's terms on paper. That's layman's terms on paper. See how I'm trying to explain myself? I gotta stop that. On paper. 2, I know what I'm doing. Is grand communication skills. I have very good, extremely good communication skills. Exceedingly good communication skills. Bam bam. Grand communication skills. And I could expand on them. I could expand on them through recording myself on my socials to master another charismatic charismatic stage. Bam. Because there's 3-4 different types of charismatic stages. Bam. One is like types of charisma. Yeah, a ladies' man. You could like a womanizer. You could talk to any girl and get them to fall in love with you with just charisma, with just words. 2 is I could make easy to make friends. Like, man, really like down to earth, could make friends. 3 is talking to a group of people. I could make friends, and that's another one that's pretty tough for me sometimes. I need to learn how to make friends with a group of people. I'll work on that later. But usually making a friend one-on-one is easier than making a friend like a group of people. There's too many people talking, and I don't want to sit around and listen, and I don't know when to chime in. I gotta work on that one. But the 4th one is talking on stage. So this is basically talking on stage. Because you could be a ladies' man, but then you have that type of charisma, and then you go on talk on stage, and you like, oh crap, I'm talking on stage. And then here, like making a video, you're on stage. There's a stage. There's people. You're on the stage, and then there's an audience watching you, looking at you. And I know this helps with my stage speaking or public speaking, because I'm really good at public speaking as well. After I mastered this, I used to have a very boring ass personality on here. I would talk monotone and like serious, and like I'd bore the hell out of myself. I don't know how I expected anybody to watch me. Plus I made 3-minute TikToks, like, man, like talking like that, man, I couldn't even watch my own videos. But yeah, so after I had gone through that, and now I'm here, I can actually talk on stage fluently. I have that type of charisma built up as well. Bam. So that's another one of my gifts, and I can stay on topic. It has taught me how to stay on topic too. I used to like digress, wander off, get lost, and this has taught me to be on topic. See how I'm thinking so fast, like what to say next? I used to be like, and you saw this, like even when I started recording these videos, I was the same way, kind of, for the most part. I felt like I couldn't come up with anything, and this enhanced that ability. And now people think I talk super fast. Like, I have so many thoughts ready to go, and I have nothing to ever stop talking about, because I like, oh crap, I need to find something else. I need to talk. And I used to be like, oh crap, what do I say next? And I would be like, so like I was saying, like, and then bam, no, I got rid of that. I didn't get, yeah, I worked on that, yeah, I got rid of that, and I enhanced it, and now, bam, I have a bunch of stuff to talk about. I need to stop stuttering. That's another thing. That's because my mind works a lot faster than I can speak. I have found a bunch of stuff to talk about, and I never run out of stuff to talk about, and I access these topics with speed. So now people think, oh man, you talk really fast. But in reality, I was born this way. I had to develop it, and I had to move from topic. And what helps is I have very good observation skills, and I memorize a lot. You can say something like, oh yeah, I'm going to Washington, and I can say, oh, you're going to Washington. I shouldn't have given. See, I gotta stop trying to explain myself, bro. I'm always like, oh, why did I just do that? It's because I was. Stop it. Okay, so yeah, and then like, how'd you know I was going to Washington? That happened to me. Like, did I tell you? No, who told you that? So, bam, good observation skills. I remember memorization, every little detail you said, and that helps me with my communication skills, because someone could say, oh yeah, I came here with my roommate. I came here with my roommate, and then so we're at the other side, at the end of the conversation, and I could bring it back. Oh, you came here. Oh, you have a roommate. Oh, so you have a roommate? Yeah. See how I was able to articulate that? That's my gift. That's another gift of mine. Communication skills are through the roof. Grand communication skills, elaboration, articulation. That's another gift of mine. 3 is I'm good with kids, and I'm gonna give another example with this. I'm really fucking good with kids. There was a kid staring at me, and I was able to see them through my peripheral vision, and I was acting like I didn't see him. I was like talking, walking, putting stuff away, eating. This was the best thing I ever did. Like, you saw like, it's actually been exposed, because this whole time I was pretending I didn't see this little kid looking at us, or at me. And then, alright, so finally, let's go home. Alright, let's go home. I'm heading home. Alright, so I'm finally heading home, and this whole time they were looking at me. They were looking at me, and finally, okay, all set. Before I started heading out, I looked at her, or I looked at them. Immediately I was like, like, directly at her, because she didn't know I was looking at her. She thought she was slick, or they thought they were slick. And I was like, like her eyes, and like, oh, it's like she had been exposed because she was not slick. Bam. So basically, when I was a kid, I did that too. I was very discreet, and I never got exposed. But when I did, so I did get exposed. But when I did, I blushed the same way. I got caught the same way. It's almost like, damn, I got caught giving a fuck. Fucking embarrassing. And yeah, so I knew that reaction because that's me when I was a kid. Oh yeah, when I was a kid. So I know that reaction really well, and that was the best thing that happened to me today. I'm hoping I made her like her week or something, because one, I'm unique. I was able to stand out, so I wasn't just another regular average guy. So I was able to like vibrate and shine and radiate super bright, and that's how I garner all this attention. But I used to gain all this attention and like soak it in, like, and bask in it. But now I moved on past that, and now I use this attention for, I guess, the greater good. For maybe stuff like that. But now I am actually going to use his attention and try and I want to be a leader. I want to set up events. I want to build a sense of community. And with all this attention drawn onto me, I can actually make that happen. But now I know I have the attention and the communication skills, but now all I need is like, what event will be the best event for people to come on a weekly basis and make them want to come back yet again. Like going to church on Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday. There's a whole community of churchgoers going to church every Sunday on a weekly basis, and they keep coming back, and they have built a sense of community. Especially if they have gardens, and especially if you're meeting the same people over and over again. Catch up, what's up with you? But I want to do better than that. Build a sense of community, see those same people again, but growth. So last week you said you were going to do this, this, and that. So now that was last week. Now, did you reach those goals this week? Did you or did you not? You did it. Why were you slacking? What was so important you couldn't hit your goals? Was it procrastination? You just don't want it bad enough? Keep each other in check. And another thing would be, our sense of community would be, oh, and if you did reach those goals, now what are you next week's goals, and what are your goals for the month, this month of March? What are your goals? And so that's number 2. And then number 3 would be appreciation. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that you are here and that we were able to build a great sense of community, because you keep me in check, and looking forward to you every week helps me progress and pushes me to keep going forward, because I don't want to let you down and disappoint, and I don't want to embarrass myself by falling short. So I am forced to push myself, because I am better than that, than to let others down, and especially let myself down. That's what I want to build, a sense of community. But I'm not stuck. I'm in progress on step 3. So I already have the attention. I know I'm going to be that beacon of light. 2 would be, what's the other one? Oh yeah, so now 2, like, oh no, I'm on work in progress on step 2. Oh yeah, no, how do I advertise? So yeah, so I'm in step 2, so I got one. So step 2 would be, how do I advertise this? How do I advertise a meeting or a weekly event? Come here. Let's build a sense of community. But I don't want to say, oh, let's build a sense of community. Let's say something like, oh yeah, come on over and join this book club. And, hang with other people that like books. Right? But, yeah. I don't know if I should keep brainstorming. I'm already here. Like, I already built up the thoughts. So I'm already here. So I'm going to finish this with this. I'm going to go brainstorm with this. And I guess call it a day. Because this was good. And I think it's about to hit 30 minutes as well. So I'm on step 2. Gift. Oh yeah. Gift. A great sense of community. Bam. 1, I have all the attention. Bam. 2. How to advertise a weekly event. Okay, so I'm gonna have to contemplate on that. There's actually a contemplation video I actually have to watch, so I could efficiently contemplate instead of like thinking a lot. I'm gonna actually like efficiently contemplate. Contemplation. There we go. You guys are. Okay, so now rule number 2 of every Zoom phone call that I make, Zoom phone call, would be rule number 2 would be, what am I grateful, the best things that happened to me. So what I learned, 2 major things: build on your gifts, and do something hard every day to callous your mind into doing just that. Getting used to doing the hard thing, what's tough, so it understands that, oh, this whole success thing is not gonna be easy. So what's rule number 2 is, for my Zoom calls, is best things that happened, happy thoughts, I'm grateful, gratitude, big gratitude, bam, big gratitude, bam. So like I said, that kid probably made her day. Made her day by catching her by surprise. Made her day by catching her by surprise at, damn, what was that place? Wow, you see that? I'm just writing down something that I'm grateful for. I made someone's day, and look, it's making me smile. It's putting me in a good mood. So this is a good idea. This is a good rule to have. Bam. Because look, now my whole mood's changed. Bam, I'm not like, oh crap, now I have to do this next after this is done. Now I'm like, oh yeah, I did that.
Low battery.
Yeah, I did that. So another thing that I am grateful about, or happy that happened, happy thought, happy memory, happy occurrence, happy happenstance, would be that why am I blinking? I probably have this thing. Oh, I got a client. Damn, that's another hand. I got a new client for my job. This brings me closer to a higher position. Higher position and less intimidating to keep going and recruit other people. Bam. Another thing, now that I wrote that one, bam, bam. Another thing that made me happy was that I can hook in a client, and if they are interested, they can become a business partner that can propel me even more forward. Bam. Let's go. That's someone on TikTok. Bam. Alright, so that's two things. There's gonna be a third one. See? So 1, 2 around here. You can see that, right? 1, 2. Now we're on 3. And this last one will fill the page, and we'll call it a night. We have another Zoom meeting tomorrow Sunday, around this time. And we'll see it through. We're gonna be consistent with this. So, one last thing that I am grateful for will be that I am why can't I remember? Honestly, this right here. The fact that I am doing this video in the first place is another happy memory and happy thought that I am happy happened, and grateful and appreciative of myself, as a matter of fact, because it was me that got up and sat here, and it was Mama Universe, it was my higher self planting that thought, oh, maybe you should instead of making a diary type of video, maybe you should do like an office type of video. Oh, I found out what rule number 3 is. Okay, anyway, but yeah, see, like that. The thought just, bam. Awesome. Look at my eyes. I just looked at the eyes. So, man, proud of myself. I am glad and proud of myself for getting out of my comfort zone, my bed, and doing at least one thing hard a day, sitting in my office, I did it again. Sitting in my office, bam, and getting the ball rolling. One thing hard a day, sitting in my office and getting the ball rolling. Towards a productive day of mine. A productive rest of the day of mine. Rest of the day of mine. Bam. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Big gratitude. Man. Never forget. It's a song. Never forget. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What time is it? It's 18:56. Yeah. It's gonna be a 30-minute video. It seems like maybe even 40 minutes. But rule number 3, self zoom. Rule number 3 would be, well, all right, so now that I've knocked this out, what am I going to do next? What to do next? Bam, 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 bam. So 1, take a cold shower, because to rejuvenate. Oh yeah, take a cold shower. Intention: to rejuvenate, energize, exfoliate, and clear bad energy, and clear bad latched on energy. Bad latched on NRG. So that's one thing. So what do I do once I take my cold shower? This one's private. Activate my feminine. Inside. And turn on self-love. So bam. So bam. Okay. And alright, so I'm going to remind myself I am going to so I know I'm gonna love myself, but how will I go about that? Like, I know, oh yeah, self-love ritual, self-love this, self-love that. But what do I do? Like, dance. Okay, I'm gonna dance. Okay, that's a good idea. I'm gonna dance. I think that's it. Oh. I'm gonna have to figure it out as I go. But I know how to set up for it, I guess. So, fill spray bottle. I guess taking a shower is like a self-love kind of ritual already. So that's 2. I don't just have to dance. Fill a spray bottle. Cooler, I already have cooler, bam. Atrapo. Okay. So what am I doing next? What to do next? I'm gonna take a cold shower. to rejuvenate, to exfoliate, to energize, and to release, clear any bad latched on energy onto me. I'm going to dress up. I am going to pick an outfit that I really love and really feel myself into it. Okay? Alright. Yeah, feel myself into it, dancing it. And what do I do next after that? So but the top priority would be two of them. Focus is doing less with more attention span. I forgot what it was. So I guess I have one. Yeah, so I have two. Make cold DM calls. DM calls. I'm gonna hit at least 10 people. At least work on my Bible study. Work on my Bible study. Bible study group chat. Bam. Alright, I have a plan. Good video. I appreciate you, Freddie. I appreciate you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Yeah, I really cleared my mind, a lot of clarity, being productive, got the ball rolling. Makes me want to learn more, look forward. I have something to look forward to. Bam. Really changed my mood, showing what I'm grateful for. Set up new details. So every time that someone Zoom calls me, or I Zoom call myself, I skip the page. Damn it. I already have my rules. What did you learn today? What happened today or this week? Or what you learned this week? What you learned today? That made you. What you learned today, this week? What are you grateful for? Like happy thoughts, happy memories of today or this week. Bam. And rule number 3 is, what are you gonna do next? Lay in bed. Oh. What's your plan of attack for the rest of the day? Bam. As of like, what's top priority? Oh, and I actually want to see, like, I actually gotta like figure out, contemplate. Oh, contemplation video. I could put that in the background. But yeah, overall, thank you, Freddie, if you're watching this in the future, or anybody else watching. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful rest of your night, rest of your evening. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.